My finance's parents tried to hijack our wedding, and my fiancé is backing them up because I am also marrying the family. So I walked out of her life. Amy's family is weird in that they kiss each other on the mouth, hug, kiss each other every time they leave the house within a single day, every day, and have no filter when they speak. Her dad has an ear fetish and always nibbles on his grandson and granddaughter's earlobes. He once tried to caress my earlobe, but I reacted fast and slapped his hand away. Amy told me in front of them, that's just how he shows love, don't be mean about it. Her mom would tell me away from anyone else that I was fat by telling me, if you do 50 sit-ups every night, you'll lose that belly pouch you have, or have you tried wearing spandex? I would tell Amy about how all of her family's quirks or comments would bother me, but she said to get over it and ignore them because they would never change or even apologize for being who they are. Anyway, Amy asked me to marry her in the fall of 2022, and we started to plan the wedding in the spring of 2023. On the first day that we started to plan the wedding, I said we should start on the venue so we get an idea of what we want to do. We went to the first place we saw on an ad and fell in love with it immediately. It had all black walls with gorgeous tables and chairs and a photo backdrop to die for. It was big enough for 50 to 100 guests, which was perfect as I didn't want a big wedding because I had already been married before. This venue didn't allow for alcohol bottles at the table, no BYOB, but it came with the option to have bartenders serve alcohol. We liked that as Amy and I don't drink alcohol, but have guests who do. We wanted it to be a safe experience with guests being parted and having drink limits, so it wouldn't get rowdy. Amy put a deposit down as I was just more and more excited for the wedding. We had fights here and there because of her family, and we were both on the fence about getting married. I just didn't like that Amy never stood up to her parents and let them walk all over her and treat her like a child. Well, we tell Amy's parents that we picked a venue, and immediately, her mom was mad she wasn't invited to come along. We said we didn't know we were going to pick it, but we loved it and wanted to set the date as we had not set a date yet. We started to go over the details of the contract, and they hated that they couldn't BYOB. Her dad's reason is that he's hella Mexican and wanted to buy a bottle of tequila for each table. I said no, absolutely not, because my side of the family doesn't drink either, and they'd be offended at that gesture. We told them we liked that the alcohol would be controlled because both Amy and I know that Mexican parties can get out of control real quick when alcohol is involved. They didn't want to hear the rest of my ideas for the wedding or see any pictures, so we left it at that. In the week after that, I had to go out of town for a weekend without Amy for a family emergency on my dad's side. Her family took that opportunity to go off on their own to look at other venues. I was being sent texts and pictures from Amy about a new venue. I was slowly getting upset because Amy kept assuring me they were just looking at other venues to make her parents happy and feel a part of the wedding. She also assured me that nobody would do anything without consulting the both of us. I get back from my trip, and Amy said she wanted to plan a girls' outing to go check out the venue that she had been sending me pics of. I didn't want to go because I said what's the point if we already put down a non-refundable deposit to the venue we both chose. Again, Amy said it's just to make her parents happy. When we arrived, the outside looked so bad already, and behind it was a Home Depot. It's a huge place for up to 400 people with giant light-up trees at each table, huge XV sign, prom-style lights everywhere, and a huge dance floor. It was not fitting the small, intimate wedding I had pictured in my head. The venue coordinator started mentioning what all comes with the venue, and I started to hear wah wah wah. Amy's mom claps her hands to get my attention and tells me, you need to stop messing around and start looking at colors, themes, and pick tablecloths with your future wife. I normally don't snap back, but I was pissed off since we got there, and I immediately told her, Amy's got it taken care of. I've already had a wedding of my own. She twisted up her face but didn't say anything, but I knew it bothered her. We leave the venue and head to eat lunch, but Amy's mom was the only one who refused to eat. On our way to lunch, in the car, she started to show me wedding dresses, and I interrupted her and said, don't worry about that, I have my own family to handle what I will be wearing. Amy dresses like a male and was planning on wearing a tux for the wedding, so I guess Amy's mom wanted to have input on my dress. Once at their house, Amy's mom starts to blow up on me saying how rude I am when all she wants is to celebrate that her only daughter is getting married. I said it's one thing to be happy for us and another to hijack the wedding by making their own plans. That's when I find out that Amy's parents put down their own deposit on that venue without telling me, and that Amy knew and was backing them up. I lost it and told them they should all marry each other then if they want to take over the wedding, and I stormed off. I lost it then and there and canceled the whole thing. I had a long talk with Amy about the future and how I was worried that my life would be controlled by her parents all the time. She said, how did I not think I was marrying her and her whole family? I said, hell no, if I had known that I never would have said yes in the first place. So we broke off the engagement and the relationship of 2 years.